Hi guys, this is FD for Sage5.tv once more, back with another video looking at another Polkadot related project. This time we're looking at Acala, the sister project to Karura on Kusama. Karura, a layer 1 DeFi hub for the Polkadot ecosystem. It certainly promised a lot when it launched. So today we are going to apply our DYOR toolkit, where we are doing a risk evaluation to see whether Acala as a project is safe to invest in, safe to hold, to see if it's got any long-term prospects. So as usual guys, please note that this is not financial advice. I'm just some dude on YouTube trying to share some of his experiences as well as provide some educational as well as entertainment content. This video is not financial advice at all. I'm just here to impart some of my experiences, some of my failures and successes within the crypto space. Are you new to crypto? Are you struggling to find your feet? Are you struggling to understand, considering all the information that is coming from all sorts of angles, from YouTube, Twitter, and other social media platforms? If that is you, are on the right space. This channel, we're trying to give you guys quality content for educational as well as entertainment purposes. Please also note that you need to do your own research, because what we're sharing with you here today is not advice of any sort, just to enable you to become a better investor. So today we are going to look at Acala, a layer 1 DeFi hub for the Polkadot ecosystem. So what is Acala? Acala is a decentralized finance network and liquidity hub of Polkadot. It's a layer 1 smart contract platform that's scalable, Ethereum compatible, and optimized for DeFi with built-in liquidity and ready-made financial application. Like I stated as well at the beginning of the video, its sister project is Karura on Kusama network. The ticker symbol for the Acala network token is ACA, and here is an insight into the tokenomics. Ticker symbol ACA, relay chain Polkadot, maximum supply 1 billion tokens, inflation is 0%, supply profile fixed and deflationary. Supply at Genesis 1 billion. So what is Acala's purpose? Acala is Polkadot's economic hub. It provides access to DOT-based assets and derivatives, Polkadot native decentralized stablecoin, Polkadot ecosystem assets, and cross-chain assets from Bitcoin, Ethereum, and beyond. Acala also promises DeFi optimization through customization for DeFi and can continue to upgrade without forks to integrate new features requested from developers. Acala also is home to the Acala dollar stablecoin. The Acala dollar ticker symbol AUSD is the built-in programmable primitive of the Acala network. Acala also promises Ethereum compatibility. It is compatible with Solidity as well as substrates environments. So here already the design itself is integrating interoperability by linking or combining or by accommodating two different programming languages in Solidity, which is the main programming language for the Ethereum blockchain, as well as the substrates, which is the Polkadot programming language. So, as usual, we are going to apply the 13 elements that we use to evaluate whether a project is risky or is relatively safe to invest in. And the 13 elements are as follows. Decentralization, how decentralized is the network or the project? Security, is the project secure? Has it suffered any compromises recently? Has it been audited? Is the platform is built on secure itself? In this case, we are looking at Acala being built on Polkadot, Acala being the layer 1 and Polkadot being layer 0. And then we look at scaling. Does the project scale? Does it suffer from times of high traffic? Symptoms include spiraling or skyrocketing transaction fees. The next element we look at is interoperability. Does the project work across its own boundaries? Does it reach out to other projects or third-party blockchains? What about the project team? Are they available via their website or other social media platforms? And then we look at the presence of the project via social media platforms such as Twitter. How many followers do they have? Are they engaging with their community? And then we also consider Discord. Do they have any Discord presence? How many Discord community members do they have? And then we consider the age of the project. How old is the project? How long ago has it been operating as a project? And then we consider use cases. Does the project have any real-world use cases? In this case, we're considering use cases that include infrastructural use cases, which is the ability for the project to be home or to provide a platform for other decentralized apps to come and build on, as well as the utility use case of the token where possible. And then we consider tokens issued at Genesis. These are tokens that were initially issued when the project launched. And then tokens in circulation. At the time of doing your evaluation, how many tokens were in circulation? And then finally, we look at insider token allocation. Here we are looking at the holdings of those who are closely linked with the project. Could be the project team, advisors, and and early investors, they might not own, but they do have control. Those are two different things. And then at the end of the evaluation, having scored between 1 and 10, 1 being the minimum and 10 being the maximum or the best, we then apply our ranking, which starts from 0 to 130, and it's partitioned or divided into 4 categories of risk. The 4 categories of risk are as follows. From 0 to 64 out of 130, we classify it, or we call it a no-go, which means it's extremely risky. If you are someone who does not enjoy taking risks, this is a project you are probably best to avoid. The second level is 65 to 89 out of 130. We call this could go to 0. But if you've been watching some of our videos, you'll note that most projects we've evaluated so far, they could all go to 0, including Bitcoin. It could go to 0. And then third one is 90 to 109 out of 130. We call this the potential category, which means any project that is classified under this banner has got the potential to succeed going forward. The risk is still there, but it's got potential. And then lastly, we've got the 110 to 130 out of 130, which is the go for it category, meaning any project classified under that banner, i.e. go for it, it's relatively safe to invest. There are still inherent risks within any crypto project, including Bitcoin, could still go to 0. But in this case, we are saying within reason, this project could be relatively safe. But once again, guys, do your own research. Please, guys, don't forget to click like and subscribe, as well as smash that notification bell. And also note that this is not financial advice. This content is just for entertainment as well as educational purposes. Now, let's dive into the actual evaluation of the Acala network. On decentralization, while there isn't enough information via the Acala network website, we know it's built on Polkadot. Polkadot itself is a decentralized multi-chain network, and Acala network integrates nodes in incentivization to facilitate the message relays to and from the Polkadot relay chain. The governance function empowers the community to vote to elect council members as well as drive the development of the Acala network. So based on that information, I know it's limited, but based on that information, we can safely claim that Acala is decentralized to a certain extent, and therefore we are going to give Acala 5 points out of 10. What about security? How secure is the Acala network? Acala is built on the Polkadot network, the multi-chain protocol, which we classify as a layer 0. And Polkadot does have what is widely referred to as shared security, which is provided by its architectural design, sometimes referred to in documentation as pooled security, and it is one of the unique value propositions for Acala. Secondly, the Polkadot relay chain allows the Acala network to tap into the stronger guarantees at Genesis, which, in other words, when Acala launched, it straight away tapped into a stronger protocol. It was provided with stronger guarantees from Genesis. Thirdly, any unscrupulous player who wants to compromise the Acala network will have to accumulate more than 33% of all the dot holders on the whole Polkadot network. If they cannot do that, there is no way possible for them to compromise either the Polkadot network or the Acala network. So whilst it's possible, it's extremely difficult to compromise the Acala network. Finally, Acala was also audited by multiple security auditing companies, and here we'll list 2 of them. There is SR Labs audit, which found 0 critical elements, 1 high and 7 medium elements, as well as 2 low-level issues. So the SR Labs auditing company or entity found 0 critical issues, 1 high issue, 7 medium issues, and 2 low-level issues. And then there was Slow Mist, which found 0 critical issues, 0 high issues, and 1 medium issue with 1 low-level issue. Based on that, and the fact that all the issues that were raised were subsequently addressed, we can safely say Acala as a protocol is relatively safe to invest in. But again, guys, do your own research. Therefore, we are going to give Acala 7.5 points out of 10. What about scaling? Acala can scale within reason. We know that because currently there are approximately 72 projects that have already built on or are currently building on the Acala network. Acala is also reported to process any transaction within 2 minutes. At this moment in time, there were no transaction per second figures readily available, so we could not refer or reference those numbers because they were not readily available. Acala can also achieve greater speed on the Polkadot network since the Polkadot relay chain separates the addition of new transactions from the act of validating those transactions. So based on that information, we can safely say Acala can scale, and therefore we proceed and give Acala 7.5 points out of 10. What about interoperability? Acala is built on Polkadot, the layer 0, and we know Polkadot is designed for interoperability. We also know that Acala is this built-in cross-blockchain networking that Polkadot and Kusama provide, which enable unique scenarios and use cases with a high degree of security. There is also the EVM compatibility. Acala has got compatibility built in within its protocol via the Ethereum compatible environment on Polkadot. And we've already discussed decentralization above or at the beginning of this video. Therefore, we are going to proceed and give Acala 10 out of 10 because that is what the criteria for the DYOR risk evaluation toolkit suggests. So it's 10 out of 10 on interoperability. What about project team? Acala has got approximately 62 employees that we managed to identify via LinkedIn, and it also has a foundation council. But one thing we would like to highlight here is some of the key figures within the organization are also the foundation council members. So that does dent any credibility that Acala has to profess or to declare or claim that their foundation is independent. We know from this piece of information, the Acala Foundation is not independent. Therefore, we cannot use the Foundation Council as a way to defend or to support the fact that Acala is decentralized. So based on the fact that Acala has got over 40 employees as per our criteria, we are going to proceed and give Acala 10 out of 10 on employees or on project team. What about Twitter presence? Acala has got over 240,000 Twitter followers, and it joined Twitter in 2019. And because it goes past our threshold of over 20,000, we give 7.5 points out of 10. And why are we not going for maximum? Again, guys, we are waiting for mass adoption. Once we start talking of multiple millions or billions of followers on Twitter, then we can start claiming maximum points. At this point in time, we are going to be okay with giving 7.5 points out of 10. What about Discord? Yes, Acala has got Discord presence and it's got over 77,000 Discord community members, and therefore, based on the fact that it's got community members on Discord, we are going to give it 7.5 points out of 10. What about the age of the project? Well, Acala is a relatively new project. It only won a parachain during the fourth quarter of 2021, and its lease commenced on the 17th of December 2021, and it expires on the 20th of October 2023. So based on that, we are going to give Acala 2.5 points out of 10. What about use cases? Acala's use cases can be stated as follows. There is liquid staking of the liquid dots to earn more rewards. There is also collateralized loans using liquid dots to provide liquidity for additional yield. We can also use the automated market maker decentralized exchange. There is decentralized finance optimization. Acala is also claimed or described as Polkadot's economic hub because it provides or it offers a suite of financial products that are also decentralized. What about the Acala token? Does it have any utility? Yes, it does, in the form of a stable coin, ticker symbol AUSD. The Acala token also powers the multi-token coin micro gas fee settlement. The Acala token, a ticker symbol ACA, is also used for node incentivization. The ACA token is also required for governance. The ACA token can also be used for algorithmic risk adjustment as well as pallet deployment. So it's got quite a number of use cases, and based on that, we are going to give Acala 7.5 points out of 10 on use cases. What about tokens issued at Genesis? Based on the tokenomics of ACA, the Acala token, there is a maximum of 1 billion tokens, and they were all minted at Genesis, with 175 million tokens provided as rewards for those who participated during the crowd loan. Based on that information, we are going to give Acala 2.5 points out of 10. What about tokens in circulation? At this present moment in time, Acala's tokens in circulation is 69.3 million, which is only just over 7%. Because it's such a low figure, we are going to proceed and give Acala 2.5 points out of 10. What about maximum tokens available? Acala has got a hard cap, and based on the criteria provided by our DYOR risk evaluation toolkit, anything between 100 million and 2 billion, we give 5 points out of 10. What about tokens under the control of insiders? Here, Acala has got 61% under the direct or indirect control of insiders, which is around 610 million. We think that's a very high number. Our rule of thumb here at SafeTV is as follows. Anything up to 25%, it's acceptable within reason. If we start going above 25% up to around 30%, red flags. Anything above 30%, some serious decisions have got to be made. And way above the 50% mark, we are most likely going to look elsewhere, be it another project, or to look if we can justify investing in such a project. And Acala fails scores on this element. Therefore, we are going to give it 0 points out of 10. So here is a rundown of the scores we gave to Acala. On decentralization, we gave Acala 5 points out of 10. On security, we gave Acala 7.5 points out of 10. On scaling, we gave Acala 7.5 points out of 10. On interoperability, we gave Acala 10 points out of 10. On project team, we gave Acala 10 points out of 10. On social media via Twitter, we gave Acala 7.5 points out of 10. On social media via Discord, we gave Acala 7.5 points out of 10. The age of the project, we gave Acala 2.5 points out of 10. On use cases, we gave Acala 7.5 points out of 10. On tokens issued at Genesis, we gave Acala 2.5 points out of 10. On tokens in circulation at the point at which we're doing this evaluation, we gave Acala 2.5 points out of 10. Then on maximum tokens available, Acala has got a hard cap of 1 billion, therefore we gave it 5 points out of 10. Finally, tokens under the control of insiders, directly or indirectly, we gave Acala 0, which gives us a grand total of 75 points out of 130. And based on the scale we described at the beginning of this video, 75 points out of 110 puts Acala within the could go to 0 category, which is between 65 and 89 points out of 130. Now guys, if you remember, most of the projects we've been evaluating to date have been falling under this category. Only a handful have fallen below it, and one has gone past it, i.e. it's gone into the potential category, which means Acala is no different. Any of these promising projects, what we classify as blue chip projects, they are risky and they could potentially go to 0. Having said that, there is potential and we should always do additional research to see if we are making the right decisions. As far as we are concerned, we think Acala has got potential, and if we do go into a bear market, Acala is one we think it may just come back, and it will probably come back stronger. At this point in time, its pricing activity has been weak, and we think the period we are going through at the moment, as far as we are concerned, our own opinion, we think this is the accumulation stage. So if you got the resources, this is the time to accumulate the ACA token and also start delving or diving into some of the DeFi offerings that are accessible via the Acala network. Anyway guys, now the question for you is, having watched this video, are you going to exit your Acala positions? Are you going to invest more? Do you agree with our evaluation and assessment of Acala? Where do you think we could have made some changes as far as our evaluation is concerned? Where could you have made some different analysis? Please comment down below. And once you're done there guys, don't forget to click like and subscribe, as well as smash that notification bell. Until next time guys, as usual, it was great analyzing and evaluating Acala. Until next time, bye, and I'll see you in the next video.